The opening scene, shot from a video camera, is New Year's evening sometime in the early 1990s. 5 high school friends are out on the town recording their night, having fun, and enjoying their time together. They sneak into a hotel pool and go skinny dipping. 10 years later, we caught up with one of those friends named Megan. She works for her father, Ed, as the sign girl for his local tax advice business. Megan meets up with her 3 best friends, Allison, Savannah, and Danielle, for a little get-together in anticipation of Allison's wedding. They check out the venue for the bridal shower. There is a giant Buddha statue in the place, and Megan tweaks the nipples on the statue as a joke. The ladies sit together to play a bridal shower game, which gets awkward when Megan uses Allison's fiancé's name in a sexual context. Allison is upset by this. Megan and her boyfriend Anthony go to Allison's wedding a few nights later. Megan and Anthony slowly dance, and he takes the chance to begin his proposal to Megan. He only kneels before Megan panics and pulls him back up on his feet, saying it would be inappropriate to do this on Allison's night. Allison then comes over and asks Megan to find Allison's mother. Megan finds her, and sees her dad outside making out with Allison's mom, and she sticks her hand down her pants. Horrified, Megan runs back into the party and makes an excuse to go. She retreats to the parking lot of a supermarket, where she is approached by a teenage girl named Annika. She goes up to Megan and asks if she can buy her and her friend beer if they give her money. Annika's friends also chime in to ask for coolers and wine. Megan buys it all for them and some fruit for herself. She hands the kids their stuff and then notices the skateboard of Annika's friend Patrick, and she flips it with her foot to the kids' amusement. She is about to leave, but the kids want her to hang out. They throw toilet paper at someone's house and go to the park to drink all the booze. Megan drunkenly talks to one of the kids, Misty, about how she feels left out of her group after the awkwardness at the bridal shower party. Megan then goes over to Annika, who talks to the third friend Junior. After Junior leaves, Annika tells Megan that her mom left her and her dad years ago. She gives Megan a disposable phone, which is when Megan realizes how late it is, and she leaves. Upon returning home, Anthony finds Megan and asks what happened to her. She makes an excuse about how she drank too much and got sick, and had to leave. He then brings up the kneeling and figures she may not be ready for something so big, but he suggests they can go to Vegas and elope. Megan says yes, but she tells him to wait a week because she claims to be going to a self-help seminar on Orcas Island in Puget Sound. Anthony supports her and agrees to wait a little longer. While driving away to her fake trip, Megan gets a call from Annika, who asks her to go to her school and pretend to be her mom for a parent-teacher conference, with the promise that she'll owe her. Megan does so and poses as Annika's mom. They meet with Annika's teacher, who thinks Annika needs to focus more on her future. However, Megan says it isn't necessary to make big plans for her future. Since Annika owes Megan, Megan decides to use this opportunity to lay low for the week. Annika brings her over to her house. They watch a makeup tutorial as Megan does Annika's eyes when her dad Craig barges into her room. Annika says Megan is a new friend, and they are going to a movie. The ladies really go to a party. There, Annika sees a girl jump on Junior. To her dismay, Megan hangs out with the kids, listening to music and piercing one boy's ear. She finds Annika reading a catalog that has her mom Bethany modeling. What she saw with Junior made Annika unhappy that night, and Megan knows she likes him, and she tries to cheer her up. Megan sleeps over at Annika's home until Craig barges in again. He tells Megan to go downstairs so he can do a little interview with her. Megan makes up a story that she is waiting to get a new apartment, among other things. Craig thinks she is okay, despite knowing she is a grown woman hanging out with teenagers, and he lets her sleep in the guest room. Annika asks Megan to take her to see her mother. They drive to Bethany's home, where she seems less than happy to see Annika. She goes to fix her and Megan's lemonade but takes a while in the kitchen. Megan goes to talk to Bethany, who admits that she wanted to be the cool mom for Annika, but she knew she couldn't be, so she left. Megan tells Annika wants Bethany to seem interested in her daughter's life. Bethany enters the living room with Annika and gives her some new lingerie. Annika asks Megan to join her and her friends at prom when they leave. Megan treats Annika to a chocachino and a muffin at the nearest coffee shop when Allison spots Megan. Megan goes to talk to her, and Allison isn't pleased to find out that Megan lied since Anthony said Megan was going on her trip. At night, Misty comes over for a sleepover. Megan goes downstairs to talk to Craig, and he is distressed and in need of a drink. The two go to a bar and get drunk off shots. They end the night by making out and later sleeping together. The following day, Craig makes a drink to cure his hangover. Megan goes into the kitchen, and they start kissing. Annika sees this. Later, while Megan and Misty are waiting for Patrick and Junior, Annika tells Megan that she saw her kissing her dad. Megan apologizes and says she doesn't count on falling for her dad. The boys arrive. The group goes to the mall to shop for prom clothes. While the ladies try on their clothes, Annika goes through Megan's purse to look for gum. She finds the engagement ring from Craig. Annika is pissed and tells Megan she's worse than her mother. On the drive home, Megan tries to talk to Annika, who doesn't want to hear it. Patrick yells at them to stop arguing as he drives, and as he takes his eyes off the road, he crashes into a mailbox. He admits to Megan that he was drunk off the wine she bought him. The police show up, and Megan takes the fall for Patrick. She failed the breathalyzer test since she drank some gin with Craig earlier that day and got arrested. Craig goes to bail Megan out. Out of guilt, she confesses to Craig that she's engaged, bought the kids alcohol, and took Annika to see her mother. Craig leaves her, feeling hurt by the lies. Ed later picks Megan up, admitting he did a stupid thing by cheating. Megan returns home to Anthony, who is happy to see her. Not long after, Misty shows up at the door to give Megan her prom ticket, imploring her to come. Megan and Anthony head to the airport later on for their elopement until Megan feels another moment of guilt. She tells Anthony that they can't be together and that who they were as a couple, along with her friendship with the girls, is in the past. Anthony is left heartbroken and devastated. Megan goes to prom, which is held on a boat. She finds Annika sitting by herself, watching Junior dance with a girl. Megan encourages her to go with her gut and make her own choices. Annika approaches Junior as he is dancing, and she cuts in to say that she likes him and wants to be his girlfriend. Junior says yes, and they start dancing. Megan smiles at them and leaves. She returns to Annika's house to knock on the door and leave a wine box with a note for Craig. He opens the door to see that it's asking for another chance, with yes and no boxes to be checked off. Craig leaves the note and goes back inside. Megan finds a spare key and tries to go inside until Craig opens the door again. She admits she fell in love with him, and he invites her inside and grabs the wine box before closing the door.